Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here in YOUCANIC we have a 2012 Hyundai Sonata with the hybrid system. We're going to go over how you would change your coils. There's going to be 4 different coils, 1 per cylinder. This is a 2.4 liter motor with the hybrid system. So with the hybrid system, there's a couple things you're going to want to do to make sure that the car doesn't start and run and cause damage to you or bodily harm. So to start with, you're going to want to have that key nowhere close to the vehicle, and that will prevent the car from being able to be started. Nobody to be able to get in it and to hit the start button. Because with the hybrid system, it will automatically start when it needs to if things are connected there. And the second thing is you would disconnect your negative battery cable of your 12-volt battery that is located in the trunk, and so you would unhook that, and that will make it so nothing will work. It needs to have that 12-volt power to be able to kick the computer on, to be able to tell the hybrid to do what it needs to do. So without that hooked up, you're in a lot better safety to take care of that. Now the hybrid system is still hooked up like the hybrid wires, so you won't be touching anything that is orange wires, but we have disabled that the vehicle will not start and move. So we've popped the hood, and we've got our cover here, and we just need to pop this cover off. It's held on with the rubber grommets, and there's 4 of them that are on these posts that hold it on. Pop that cover off, we can set that aside, and then we've got our 4 coils, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so you're just going to repeat it the whole process, or if you're replacing just one, because you know from reading your engine code that cylinder 3 is misfiring and you want to just replace that to rule that out, you can go ahead and just get 1 coil and replace just that one. But if they're all really old, you'll want to go through the process and just go ahead and replace them all at the same time. So to start with, we're going to go ahead and replace coil number 1 and go over that process, and then you would just do that 4 times. So we have a gray plastic tab here that we just need to pull back a little bit, and be very careful when we pull it back. We don't want to break it. And then we have to push down on this black connection here, and you got to push on that pretty good, and that gets the other part of the clip to undo that clips onto here. So it's a 2-step process to get that to come undone. And then we put that to the side, and then to be able to remove this, we got to remove this number 10 bolt. And with that bolt removed, then we can pull out our ignition coil from cylinder 1. We would do some inspections, see that there's not a lot of oil on here, so we know that we're not getting any leakage from our valve cover gasket, and we're not seeing a lot of oil here. And we can look down in the spark plug hole and make sure that we don't have any oil in the bottom. But if it's not splashed up on here, then we're also not getting blowback from the spark plug itself. But when you'll get your new coil to be able to replace any of them or all of them, and you'll just take the new coil, insert it until it bottoms, and then you'll tighten the bolt here. This just needs to be snug, not crazy tight. We're just making sure that this stays down so that it doesn't wobble off. And then we put the connector down, we push that clip, and you'll go ahead and put your cover plate back on if you haven't. And so that's how you'd replace your ignition coil. That was for cylinder 1. You just repeat that process for all cylinders if you're doing all 4 or if you're doing one individual. And so thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.